there, it's Kevin with GatheringMatches.com here with match number bonus match, now match number 5 with our Playing on a Budget. We're going to go over to the deck list real quick, and I'm going to show you that I've added 25 lands. I think 24 is way too aggressive. And then we've taken out a Palace Siege and an Agent of the Fates and added a main board to Crux of Fate. We probably want another Crux of Fate in the sideboard. I just decided just one for this video to get this on the way. So we're going to actually absolutely keep this hand. It's a beautiful hand. It has a little bit of control. Not very good against Boss Sly, if it's Boss Sly, but our sideboard's really good against Boss Sly. So we'll go ahead and throw out that Swamp and then pass the turn and see if he goes like a Seeker. It is going to be a Seeker. So, yuck. I am going to Sign in Blood myself and discard a card. I hate doing this because it's usually card disadvantage at the end, but we will get rid of a Swamp. And let's hope he just doesn't Hordeling Outburst here. Just don't do it. Just attack him with a Seeker, put a tap land in, and we're all happy. No Hordeling Outburst. Alright, so this gives him bad options with the Merciless Executioner, other than he gets so much value. Seeker's going to go away, I'm sure. He'll keep the Mentor. Okay. Alright. Let's hope he doesn't cast a non-creature spell here. Now the Merciless Executioner's bad. Hordeling Outburst. Yeah. Sideboard is where this deck is going to shine. Until then, it's going to be pretty bad. I mean, this is most likely going to be a loss. Bile Blight will be okay. But I have to play a Herald of Torment here, which doesn't really interact at all with any of his cards, especially when I know he's got to Stoke the Flame right here end of turn to stoke. Nope, he's going to use it to prowesses. Now, he would have used it there at the end of the turn if he had it. But any sort of double spell, and I block the Mentor and take a ton of damage. Yeah, we're blocking the Mentor for sure. But I'm sure he's got 2 spells to pump it up. We can top deck into that Crux of Fate, though. So it gains indestructible. At least we absorb that damage. And here comes the top deck Crux of Fate. It's a Sign in Blood, which does nothing. We'll see what we would have got. Down to a 6. And there we go. So we'll concede this. So the Merciless Executioners are absolutely horrid. The Murderous Cuts are absolutely horrid. The Hero's Downfalls are okay. Well, Murderous Cuts aren't that bad. Agent's bad. Bile Blights are great. Typhoid Rats are not great. Pharika's Cures are awesome, at least for killing Monastery Mentors. And the Drown in Sorrows. Again, we're going to play this incredibly heavy control route where Erebos can come out. Erebos is probably going to need to be put in the sideboard to begin with. I've been cutting him almost every game. And we can cut some numbers of a Read the Bones and a Sign in Blood. And I think that this is the list we'll run. I'm thinking Herald of Torments are fine. And I don't need to bring in like Typhoid Rats. Yeah, this is definitely what we want to run. And we'll submit this. I'm going to keep it and hope we draw into one of our mass removals. We have a Squelching Leeches. They can actually put him on a bit of a clock. Very impressed with Squelching Leeches. We have a Hero's Downfall that actually is on the same term as Bramaz or his Monastery Mentor. Alright, so another land, which is okay. I actually will kill a Seeker if he puts a Seeker out here. Yeah, I have to kill it, I believe. No, Seeker's okay. I think what we just do is we throw out the Herald of Torment. And yeah, you can Lightning Strike it. but I'd rather Hero's Downfall a Monastery Mentor, because there's nothing I can do against Monastery Mentor. Give me a Hordeling Outburst. I will trade here if he decides attacking with the Seeker. And that's fine. So I just need that Drown in Sorrow, but Squelching Leeches will be good too. He can soak the flames off the Squelching Leeches. But it's still something he's got to deal with. We need to draw into one more land for the Palace Siege / Grey Merchant. Have a lot of options here, though. Still out of a Stormbreath Dragon. I mean, Stoke the Flames would be his best. He's going to be Monastery Mentor. I will definitely Hero's Downfall that. Unless he can tap and Stoke. We're going to go ahead and just get this out of the way before he gets any sort of value out of it. I don't know any... Yeah, besides Wild Slash, I don't know any 1-drops that he could have cast to got value out of it. So we'll attack him with the Squelching Leeches. At this point, if he wants to race, I'm all for a race. Which I might end up regretting here if he's got something degenerate coming out. I would actually like to draw into a land just to pump up the Squelching Leeches next turn. I might just bestow a Herald of Torment. Well, it depends on what he draws here. Outpost Siege, yep. Especially if he's choosing Cons. Cons is great if we go into a grindy match. If he keeps one back, it's absolutely going to be bestowing the Herald of Torment. On the Squelching Leeches. And the Grey Merchant's lethal next turn. With an attack in. So you can exile the top card of his library. And it's going to be a plane, so you can cast that plane, so you can cast a Stormbreath Dragon. But I don't see him doing 18 damage in one turn here. Chain of the Rocks would be sort of brutal. But it's going to be a Soulfire Grandmaster. That's actually really good because it puts me out of range. I hope he's greedy and doesn't want to use a spell quite yet. What could he actually do to kill off a Squelching Leeches? He's got to absorb 6, and I highly doubt there's a way he can absorb 6 here. There we go. All right, so onto the sideboard once again. And we didn't see anything that... I kind of want this Murderous Cut in. He's keeping a lot of tokens in, but I don't know. I don't think we need this last Murderous Cut. What would be a better... Now, we brought in plenty of removal. We'll keep it this way. This should be one of our easier matchups, actually, with the deck. Tied 1-1 on the draw, though, here, and that makes a huge difference. I'll keep it. It's got a Bile Blight, 2 Grey Merchants. I can handle anything he puts out second turn. Sign of Blood to fill up my hand, that's great. And no turn 2. 100% me Bile Blighting something. Hopefully it's a Hordeling Outburst. I don't care about soldier tokens. I'd rather use a Bile Blight for something else. If he just passes the turn, I will, but I can just take 2 damage for more information. And let's see if a Mentor comes out here. We'll Bile Blight that. That's fine. We need to sign in blood ourselves. Oh, yuck. That wasn't what we wanted to see. Land. We need to draw into a Drown in Sorrow or a Crux of Fate soon. Squelching Leeches next turn would be okay. Palace Siege will be not okay. It needs to be that Drown in Sorrow. Swings in with the soldiers. And hopefully no play. And another Hordeling Outburst. So we need that Drown in Sorrow. There's 4 of them in the deck. Well, it's a Thoughtseize, which gives us information. That's a good Thoughtseize. That's a really good Thoughtseize. Outpost Siege, I hope he names Khans, not Dragons. Dragons actually puts us on a really... Okay, oh, so it is Dragons. Hero's Downfall is terrible. Here's Grey Merchant number 1. That at least gained us some life. I'm sure he attacks me with everything. I just hope he starts drawing into duds. And that is not a dud. So now I can even Drown in Sorrow without dying. We'll Grey Merchant again. But this is getting very icky. Very ugly for me because no matter what, these are doing damage. And it's just the Flood this game that won this game for him. A Stoke wins the game. Outpost Siege number 2 naming Dragons again, I'm sure. So I just take it here because do I die if I kill one of them? Yeah. So I just have to take it. And I don't even know what I draw into. Just like another Grey Merchant is the only thing that puts me up to a 5 though. And it's a swamp anyway. So yeah, you can't beat bad luck. That's the thing. Whip wouldn't have done it anyway. Whip couldn't have activated. And that's going to be game. See what we would have drawn into without... There's the Crux of Fate, which is useless at this point. Cure is also pretty useless at this point. I guess maybe we should have kept up a Bile Blight, but I didn't anticipate that another Hordeling Outburst would come out and all of these lands to be drawn. So, again, I like the deck. We'll go on to the wrap-up here. I think it performed... We'll explain it in the wrap-up. This is Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again, and hope to see you soon.